album came out, and I think about just how music just will take you back. It's a time machine. People say, oh, I'm sure my mom texts me and says she's going to be late. I tell her it's okay. She says she's there now, and I'm barely on my way. So, oh great. Hold on, I gotta concentrate here. So anyway, yeah, and geez, gosh, at that time it was like, I was living with like my very first like real boyfriend, and he was in a band, he played the guitar, and he had long blonde hair, he was real tall and skinny. I like him tall and skinny. And he shredded on the guitar. Oh my. That is just like, I don't know. You can give like the ugliest guy like Angus Young, you know, from AC/DC. I mean, like, I guess, I don't know, some people might not think he's like that. And it's just like, put a guitar in his hand and it's like, wow, who cares? You are hot. Or Slash, he's not the best looking guy, but he does look pretty damn sexy when he's jamming now. You're like, I could overlook it. But anyway, it was a really fun time in my life. They had a standing gig at this bar called the Big Fish Pub, who I used to use my sister's fake ID because we used to look like twins. I guess some people still think we look a lot alike, but never failed. I never got questioned when it came to using that ID. They just let me in. So I'm hanging out, going out with this guy, living with him. Turned 21, and they're like, hey, because I had my 21st birthday there. Hey, you've been coming here already. Sorry. I just used to love live music, and I wouldn't go and drink. I never drank. We just would go and watch live music. And at the time, the local scene was amazeballs. But who knows? To the 21-year-olds today, they could think the same thing about their scene. I don't know what the scene is today. I like to go to punk rock, you know, like rockabilly shows because, yeah, watch out. Because, God damn it. I hope that wasn't like a real cop. He was like parked. But I hope he wasn't parked with his laser gun. Anyways, that song. I always get on a rant. That song, I knew he was cheating on me. I knew. You just know in your gut. You just know. And I knew who it was. And, so that song, you know, just used to speak to me because it's like, he wouldn't like exactly break up with me, but it just was like so bad. Like, you finally just have to do it. Like, you're finally just like, done. So anyways, that's what that song reminds me of, and it's so true. And it's just everybody, well, I guess the theme of it could be, you know, everybody goes through stuff. Like, we're all on a journey in this shell of ashes that we will literally leave behind. And you know, everyone's journey can be relatable in some way or another. And Ricky, like, this is just a part of your journey, your feelings. And like you said, you know, this feelings are still gonna happen when, you know, even though the fat is gone. I that's part of my weight loss story, you know, is like, you know, I thought, you know, I have a husband, I have a kid, I should be be happy. Like, I've always had tons of friends. People have always told me how pretty I was, you know, blah, da, da, blah, da, da, blah. I've hung out with musicians and, you know, did bad stuff with famous people, and, you know, I was still heavy, and I just thought, you know, if I could lose this weight, I mean, everything would be perfect, because, you know, every day that I got up to get dressed to go to work, and the salon I worked at was a 9 to 5, every day that I got up and got dressed, I would bawl my eyes out. You know, that was so long ago, I can't even remember who that person is. But I remember going through that. I remember the emotion of it. And when I started losing weight, and I did get to a point where, you know, it wasn't my goal, but I should have been happy. It's like the only thing that changed was I didn't cry every day when I got dressed to go to work. The only thing that changed. My life was the same. My bills were the same. My problems were the same. The food was the same. You know, we often think about, Tara was saying guacamole, chips and guacamole. She was missing that. Guess what? 10 years ago, when you were on some crazy ass diet, you missed chips and guacamole then too. You know, like, it's still gonna be there. I always say that about, you know, going out to the club, because, you know, I just remember thinking, you know, you just had to, or you were just gonna miss out on something cool. And it's just like, it's still there. When I go out nowadays, it's the same, like, the kids are the same age, they're doing the same thing, having the same bar fights, you know. So, I'm just saying, you know, tomorrow, Ricky, you're going to get up and you're going to feel completely different. And you're going to be so proud of yourself. And, you know, you're going to reflect on today, and you might figure out what it was today. You know, what's the date today? The 29th? And 9, 10, 11 adds up to 11. Maybe it's something like that, you know? Like, just, you have intention. Respect your goal. You know, I follow The Rock, and that was one of his hashtags. He said, respect your goal. You know, he said, respect your goal, and I just thought, that kind of spoke to me, like, change or stay the same did. You know, that literally changed my mindset. I had wrote some stuff down that I did want to talk about, but I've been driving and I can't, like, read it. It was like writing stuff. But I just wanted to say, like, Tara, your 2.2 gain, like, yeah, don't start getting comfy on protocol. That's why I've done it over and over and over, because I learned how to manipulate it, and I didn't have to work out, and I looked good in my clothes, and blah, 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 all the same reasons why we all do it. And I just feel like once we feel like we can get comfortable with HCG, that's really when we kind of lose control, because it's not that you could have went out and had McDonald's and it would have been worth the gain, because you could have went out and had McDonald's and only gained 1.2 pounds or something and been like, oh my God, I thought I was going to gain 4 pounds. Like, you never know how it's going to react to you and what you're doing that day. Like, that's why I say, like, it's so, when you cheat on HCG, it is very crucial and like devastating. It's so devastating to the diet that when I think about like when I've cheated, or like when I go off on a weekend and have a whole bottle of wine or something like that, like it's not devastating to what I did all week. Like I'm not gonna have to lose weight. I won't even gain or anything, you know, but I know the way I feel and having to drink my water. Like it's life maintenance. And that's one thing I think about when I think about doing HCG again and I feel like I don't want to do it. That's how I feel. Like it's so devastating to cheat. So anyways, you guys are learning a lot. I love you ladies. I'm so late for my mom. I will talk to you soon. Everybody have a great Tuesday. Ciao.